Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. Last episode we were basically centered around the old lady and the young man who was living in this sort of like, I don't know, an apartment center place, I guess? Not sure. It's not really an apartment though, it's like abandoned and it's just those two people living around. And then we centered around them, got to know their secrets and stuff going on. Met another lady around this sort of hospital-like area in the docks, and we basically went and talked to her about her background, and then we got to a new investigation. So we're following on her investigation about some guys who look like they were soldiers that stole her money. So we're gonna deal with them and see if we can get back that money for her, so she can start trusting us, technically. Okay, this is pretty simple, I guess, if it's just him. Nope. I love how it stopped mid-animation as I was about to chop down on him. Oh. Back to that. Oh. I can't see it because the guy turned around. There we go. He's dead. Don't know why the camera went into the wall there for a second there. I want to make sure I didn't accidentally get myself into the wrong places here. Alright, cool. That was pretty good. Decent fight. It was like just one person, so that's good, I guess. Alright, we should probably follow further forward down here. We were here not long ago, actually. We were here in the last episode to post the poster up as well, so we were also trying to do other things. At least we're getting things done, I guess, from the side mission standpoint, but unfortunately we're not making much progress with the the main story stuff so far because we're just, like, being distracted. I'm being distracted, rather. You guys are not being distracted. You guys are just watching me be distracted. But, yeah, essentially I'm just trying to figure things out, I guess. Okay, so it's within the area. So we need to look for the person. What? Oh. Okay. Seems like a skull attack?
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate.
Okay, there we go. I was like, can I hit him? Oh. Ow. Oh, wait, what? Oh, he blocked it. I didn't see that. There we go. Yeah, he blocked my attack up front earlier. Nope. I like how it just, like, teleported me away. Yep. There we go. Nicely done. Okay, so they basically attack these guys, right?
Giselle's stolen money. Everyone has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Of course. It makes sense that the guards of Freewin would steal from others just so they can continue doing whatever they need to do to survive. It is kind of weird, though, that they would do that, though, to, like, other people. Assuming that they were, like, prone to not being attacked by other people. But at least we help what we can, I guess. We did what we can to help, of course. It is funny, though, that one of the guys is the guy who got attacked by the scowl, and he died. He died from the scowl attack, which is hilarious to me. Nothing. Okay. I want to make sure I looked around enough to get what we need to get and get moving. Alright, let's get back to her. But yeah, overall, funny to just deal with it there and then. What is this? Oh, another body. Oh, Pre-Win guard note. Guard of Pre-Win note. Presence of a certain Ichabod. Oh, so these guys were looking for Ichabod. Oh, so they're claiming the guy's a fraud. So the guards of Pre-Win is claiming that Ichabod is a fraud with something. Wait, why does it go back to Oh, I see. Choose what to do with Gazelle Paxton's money. Bring it back to Gazelle or keep the money and lie to... Oh. That's not nice. Wait, where does this go? Yeah, I don't know why this area exists. I don't know what that area leads to, rather. But yeah, I'm gonna give it back to Gazelle anyways. I'm not meant to keep it anyways. I don't need that much money anyways. There's nobody who has been giving me much of a interest to gain that much money. I already have a lot of shillings. I think I have like... How much shillings do I have? I have 609. Never mind. I thought I had more. But that was just my delusion of whatever it is. Here.
You again? What do you want?
I found your thing.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades?
No.
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Oh, that's not right. Don't give it to Miss Gillingham. She's gonna end up putting it into the pockets of Martin.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Bro, game, why are you inserting another faction of people? The trade union now? We got the trade union, we got the Wet Boot Boys, we got the Guards of Prewin, we got the Vampyr family or Vampyr Society, whatever that is. We got ourselves as our own factions of folks. What else we got? Some communist guys kind of thing, like a communist slash anarchist sort of thing. It's like, what? How many factions do we need in order to understand that there's just too many complicated factions that you're barely exploring, and now you're just shoving trade union into this? God damn it, dude.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Oh, maybe she likes him a lot. But point is like, if it's like you... Like, if you're encouraging the player to research about the trade union of the London stuff in the 1920s or something like that, or telling people about, like, the whole, like, ideology of the society in that point, maybe it makes sense, but even then, it's like, I have to do extra effort to make myself learn what their importance are in this particular part of London at that time period, and how they play a role into society's thinking. But it's like... I don't know, like, having so much factions and not have any explorations for the game's purpose of world building hurts a lot of the experience, I feel like, with trying to build the world, where I'm not trying to focus on, like, just individual characters' problems.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
I also feel sorry for the artist, because the artist's outfit, the clothing right here, you can tell that it's clipping, the outer coat is clipping into her clothes inside. How do I fix it? I do not know, because I'm not an artist, unfortunately. I'm assuming that the problem is that
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I'm assuming that the outfit is clipping through the outer outfit, because one of them is not... the outer clothes is not using physics, I think, in a way. It's like baked into the outfit. Baking as in, like... Baking is just the idea of, like, solidifying the texture, the whole acid itself, as, like, a piece of that character's body. So it's kind of like the idea that the outfit is stuck there, but it's like an outer layer that's baked onto it. Like it's just rigged onto it, or like just trying to be attached onto it. I think maybe I might be wrong. I'm just assuming that that's what it's all about. What did I just open? I opened and nothing happened. There was nothing given to me. What? Game? I'm supposed to get something, right? Shillings, of course. And then I can get out of here from there. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it matters anyways. Alright, let's check inside this hospital, medical facility area looking space. Because I have no clue what this place is about. I barely got to do anything besides help the lady outside here. Maybe check this spot here a little bit before we go in. Nothing pick-upable here. No lootables. I'm pretty sure there's probably a bunch more new characters to talk with here. Well, this is like a very spacious storage-looking space, I guess, where maybe people park or something. Oh god, that lady scared me. I thought it was like a, or is it a lady or a guy? Yeah, it's like, I thought it was like an animal on the floor just like walking up to me. I was just like, is it a dog walking or a pig, a hog? They have a hog walking around somehow. Pig hog. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, folded paper. I'm pressing tab and tab just takes me to the menu. Folded paper. Where is items list? There you are. Usually pops up as the first item there. Folded paper. Delaney. Dyson Delaney. Drowning when he fell in the canal. Pause and read, of course. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just skimming through what I can find. Something about William Bishop, it seems, though. And Dyson Delaney. Some kind of fight, maybe? Okay. Oh, it's that guy. Wait, isn't this the father? Isn't this Sean? He looks alright. What? Looks like nothing happened. What the flip? Sean looks like he's okay, but I'm not entirely sure if he's okay or if he's just like doing whatever he's doing here, I guess. That is very, very confusing and scary. Because he could be like attacking people mindlessly without thinking. But he does look pale though. Sean does look very pale. The bishop's the priest looks pretty pale. Sean Hampton looks pretty pale right now.
It's locked.
Oh, old newspaper. The bomb exploded just after the dawn in the front of the Dawson and Dawson. I see. It's a old newspaper thing. Old newspaper clippings. Yeah, it's when that event happened with the Dyson, technically. I mean, Dyson, whatever the name is, stated that he regrets it. Like, he was meant to hit the couple. He didn't mean to hit the couple. He mistakenly thought he could have thrown it without having to kill people, but mistakes happen, you know? Lottie Paxton. I'm guessing this is Lottie Paxton. I forget which person is called Paxton. I just realized I didn't look into it too much. There was a person named Paxton here somewhere, right? Enid Gillingham. Oh, so the sisters are working here. Okay, so yeah, this lady in the front area is actually the sister of the gazelle in the front.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum, but it's not been that simple.
Alright, let's talk to her.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Interesting that the sister's way more nicer than the other sister.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
He's literally in the office I just saw him in. I just didn't speak to him yet.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Okay, so he's been offering them a job as of late.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
That's nice. At least he's willing to
What
help.
can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
That makes sense. So, do I have to determine his fate? Like, there is an idea that we have to determine the fates of every character that has an importance in the chapter. And it seems like we're going to have to determine his fate, I think. And the weird part to me, though, in determining his fate, is that if I don't kill him, even if I don't kill him, and he turns into a vampire somehow, I don't know how he would in this capacity yet, I might have to fight him later, but he becomes very powerful, just like as powerful as Nurse Crane, who she also ended up becoming a vampire. But it's kind of strange to me that that kind of thing results in them turning into vampires if you don't choose the right path for them.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself. You better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
I mean, I'm okay.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Interesting. The Wet Boot Boys are still hated by many people still.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Wet Boot Boys.
The gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Uh-huh. Okay. Personal questions.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her.
What?
Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
I mean, her crying at the funeral is probably her regrets, you know? It doesn't have to be related to crying about herself.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Oof.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
Damn, that's true, though. Words are much more easier to handle versus the actions you make.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
But for me, I feel like words sometimes can be very, very strong depending on who you are related to, I guess. Like how close you are to that person. It could hurt the most, I feel like. But actions will equal almost the same thing if you're very close to that person.
What do you want?
What? Why are you being mean? I helped you with earlier or something.
Giselle, I know you sleep at Sean Hampton's shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Oh?
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
Interesting. So she's scared of how obsessed he is about the whole religious stuff that he's into.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
Oh, so she... Gazelle's telling her to admit it. Yeah, you should talk to your sister. Because that's... Listening to it, but not saying something about it just means a lot. That you're admitting that you're at fault. But I don't think that's true, though. I don't think Lottie means... Yeah, I don't think she means it, though.
Your sister was suffering, too. I'm sure she didn't mean what she said.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Okay. That's fair. Okay.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
That gives us a lot of XP, I feel like, or enough XP to keep it moving. So we got 3010 XP now, so that's good. There is an upper stairs, an upper part of this area I didn't check out for some reason. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I want to check what's upstairs first. Wait, why is there blood? Why is there a blood trail? Something's wrong here. Something is clearly wrong here. Oh, there's a burnt letter. Miss Paxton, I've recently heard that... Oh. The Wet Boot Boys were chasing after the Paxton sisters. Interesting. So they have some involvement with the Wet Boot Boys. Was it because their mother was probably related to the Wet Boot Boys in some capacity? Or what? Makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. A lot of stuff in here. Probably his office. Probably Sean's office up here, I bet. Alright, let's check out this area here, see what this is. Shilling. Again, lots of money for nothing. Nothing that I would be able to spend much on. Not up here. Alright, let's talk to Sean for once, because I've been technically holding on to not talking to Paxton or to Sean Hampton so far, because I'm afraid that like whatever choice I make here is gonna affect the overall like thing. Actually, no. Let's talk to Lottie first because we got new information about stuff. I just forgot about that for a second.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
I totally forgot about that for like just a quick second there without thinking about how that note had something to do with something.
Lottie, tell me about the Wet Boot Boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources.
What?
I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I respect your courage, Miss Paxton, and I hope life will never wear you down.
Dr. Reed, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks, whatever your real reasons are.
Well, I mean...
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I mean, that's how it goes, you know? Okay, she's just being weird, screaming about it, or telling people about something. Let's see, is there any... Yeah, there's nothing more than that. Alright, let's talk to Sean.
I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum.
Okay, I just wanted to talk to the last bit of folks before moving into the next insane amount of stuff. There's some blood in the back here. I'm not sure what it is, but this looks like a fake... Yeah, this looks like a... Yeah, it's a freaking secret passage. What is this, Sean? What is this? Tell me what's going on, man. Sean?
Why the long face, Doctor?
He's a vampire. How dare you? Is it all that worries you? We both have changed a lot. Yeah, he literally is a vampire right now. I can see clearly his face is pale and his eyes is different from when we last spoke.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us.
Wait, how is
He
he
may
still
not
wearing
always
his
see it,
necklace?
but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
He has a necklace that's literally the the Saint's Cross. How is he surviving with that thing around his neck? Isn't he a full vampire now, considering his face, his facial feature, and his features are not the same as it was when we first spoke to him. So I'm a little worried, though. Let's see. Yeah, why return here?
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
I'm very worried where this is gonna go. I'm scared for the fact that I have to make the choice to make sure Sean isn't going to become an evil vampire or some scowl that's similar to Nurse Crane, because she's already become pretty violent in a way.
Wonders never cease. Scowl managing an asylum.
He's not a
What of
scowl.
you? A vampire doctor?
What?
Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
How the hell do you know I'm a vampire? What the flip?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
I see blood in the background in the other side of the hidden room, but...
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you
Yeah.
think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
My kind? What does that mean? You're not in between any kind. You're just either a vampire or human priest. You can't be a vampire priest unless your belief went somewhere else. Somehow.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
Yeah.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Flesh. It's blood, not flesh. My dude. What are you doing? I'm worried whatever this choice might be is gonna really affect how Sean is gonna be for the rest of this game. And it's either he becomes a violent vampire, an enemy to me, or hopefully an ally. I'm hoping to make him an ally, but it's not looking too favorable considering how he speaks. Sounds like crazy juju stuff. I don't know what's crazy juju stuff. I'm just making up words. Crazy talk. Like, for some reason, the way his dialogue is written doesn't feel right. It just feels like he's too obsessed with the religion, but still, like, holding on to thinking that he's still a human when he's not.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the
Yeah.
Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
You say you're innocent?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
Sounds like a lie almost.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So he's saying that he's an angel of sorts, I guess? Because the way he just said that on that final line sounds like he's already above human.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Yeah.
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank,
What?
south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I'm intrigued indeed.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Interesting. So he wants me to judge his operation, basically. But I clearly see blood in the background here. Why isn't he letting me through with this door? There's clearly something going on in the back over here, and I can't get in it through this particular area. But maybe there might be an alternative way back there, maybe? It might be an alternative space here somewhere, right? That's just a light. I can clearly see there's a puddle of blood in there. I'm just wondering what he's doing in the back there. And there's a blood dripping here, technically, but... yeah, I'm wondering what he's hiding. But I'm pretty sure it's a trap, probably, to get me to go somewhere else so he can kill off his assistants before and turn them into whatever before he tries to kill me, I guess.
It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
Wait, is this Ichabod?
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Oh,
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
okay. I didn't know he was actually here now. I think he moved after I talked to Sean.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
I feel like this guy's gonna end up being dead in the floor, or dead on somewhere, because of the fact that he can't really fight these vampires himself. He doesn't know anything, really. Considering the guards kind of consider him as like a nuisance, and a fake. Can say a lot, because if he does actually try to go and do the job he wants to do, he's gonna end up dead, which, hey, I don't need to determine it myself, but...
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
yeah.
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Oh, really? You have courage, but you're just... I don't think these two sound great, but I'll say you have courage, for sure.
You have courage, Mr. Throgmorton. Perhaps that is all one requires to face the demons.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You'll see. One day I'll find and kill one of these monstrosities with my own 2 hands.
Oh, that failed hint. Okay, whatever.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Alright, well, I don't know how else to do that. I can't repeat that or retract that choice, unfortunately. See, that's what I was talking about in the last episode. Those choices sometimes matter for the clues. So now I am forced to replay it because I can't rewind or anything like that. So that means that I have to force myself to replay the game for myself to like literally see that option be different than whatever it was. So it kind of sucks nonetheless. Let me track this at least because I'm going into that position of I'm going into that particular spot of hide and seek if I go through here. Because I have to go through the sewer just to go into this area to find this guy hiding in the sewer somehow, I guess. Alright, well, we're gonna go and save that buffoon who went in there for no reason. Or went in there for whatever reason he has. But anyways, point is, I'm done with this this particular game for this episode. 3,590 XP is available for me to use. But I will start using it as soon as I am ready to move into... Like, if I get to the next chapter, maybe that's when I'll start using it. Because I really want to wait till I get closer to the amount that would come out of finishing this chapter. Because I think so far it's been giving me a lot more than I need. So I would totally be okay with whatever I got. But otherwise, yeah. Next episode, let's go ahead and head to the sewers. And see what Sean is trying to show me, I guess. I feel like Sean's betraying me eventually by lying to me a few times over because I am intrigued, I'd say. I told him I'm intrigued, but I'm totally not sure if he's actually telling the truth to just hide the truth or telling a quote-unquote truth to hide the truth that he's actually not changed or that he's changed for the worse. But yeah, as he has stated, if he thinks that he's wrong or doing something wrong, then it's up to us to judge based on what we see. But I don't think we can embrace him or anything, because he's already a full vampire at this point, or at least, yeah, he's a full vampire at this point, because he let the blood of the vampire get into his skin. So at this point, Sean looks like he's gonna become evil at the end of it, because I can't have a choice beyond like doing anything that would help him in any way anymore. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. Otherwise, that's it for this episode. Hope you guys in the next episode, of your minds, and hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, or whenever you're watching this. Roz, out.